West Supercross Championship, and Levi Kitchen leads RJ by 8. Jordan Smith, keep an eye on Jordan. He's not out of it. 21 back as well. He'll be looking to bounce back from a pretty rugged Seattle. Are you ready to go? Race one of a Triple Crown night. Here we go. The first one for the 250s. Big, long start straight.
Oh, it was Joe Shimoda, but he swings out wide. And it is Beaumaire, but no, look at who takes the lead early.
Kitchen, Levi Kitchen on that Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. And boy, did he look good in qualifying practice. Beaumaire on the inside.
Keep your eye out on this track tonight. The SMX track crew have done a good job trying to create multiple lines.
Inside goes the KTM youngster. Juju Beaumaire with authority.
The rookie, I love it. You think about his great ride last week. He ran up front for quite a while, went back, had a little injury no one knew about, but man, that was so good. And here he is. I think that's confidence, and you can see it growing.
Team manager at Red Bull KTM, Ian Harrison, just told me before the gate dropped, he said, this kid's had a rough start to this year. We haven't seen the best of him. Tonight could be it. Here comes Kitchen on the inside.
Oh, perfect execution, perfect pass. He set that pass up. He swung wide in the corner before the whoops, had good entry speed, got on top of him, makes the move.
Look at that. Think back to a week ago in Seattle, Levi Kitchen won by more than 20 seconds. It was a dominant performance a week ago, and he's just carrying that momentum.
Well, it was. I mean, I think it was a breakout race for him. He just looked like he had insurance, an insurance policy of speed. He was much faster than the rest of the crew out there. He won by 20 seconds, and he just looks like he's not even trying. He's extremely skillful on a motorcycle. And man, he is coming to his own aboard this new race team, the Monster Energy Kawasaki Pro Circuit team.
Enter the scene, Joe Shimoda on the HRC Honda. He told me yesterday, I was pleased with my determined nature last week, but I was frustrated with my performance. Remember, in the heat race, he threw it away. He was leading and dropped the bike on the last lap. And then in the main event, he crashed again and had to dig his way back, and finally got up to third and stood on the podium. He said, I need to be better right from the outset tonight.
Yeah, for sure. He knows he needs to be better, and he's expected to win. He wants to win. He's won these races, and at the beginning of the season, he was a title contender. Everyone thought that he was a title contender. Hasn't had the start that he has wanted aboard that new HRC factory Honda ride, and he's getting things going now, but you guys are gonna love this Triple Crown format and the intensity level. Remember, these races are only 10 minutes plus one lap. All these guys can tote the mail for that long, and these guys are going to be absolutely sending it. It's anybody's night.
Where is Kitchen gone? He's 2.5 seconds out in front already.
Where is he gone? This guy has put it into 5th gear and is pulling out.
Here comes Joe. Here's Shimoda on the inside of Beaumaire. The youngster doesn't let it happen, though.
Yeah, it's tough to make these passes on the inside, these 90-degree corners. They get really tight towards the end of it. So you have to plan the pass. Make sure you have a wheel on the guy if you're going to make the move.
Beaumaire's currently 7th in the 250 West Championship. He would dearly love to stand on a podium. That'd be a huge boost for the last third of this championship.
We talked about the SMX track crew and this track design. What you're gonna see on the inside of the corners, they put little knuckles or little like roller bumps to try to create multiple lines, inside and outside. And I feel as the night goes on, especially the second and third races, to both the 250 and the 450 classes, you're gonna see guys taking the outside, see guys taking the inside. I think we got a bunch of option here tonight.
Bottom boxes, RJ Hampshire and Jordan Smith. That's 5th and 6th. Smith with the upper hand at the moment. Ryder D Francesco's back in 7th.
Watch this inside, the bottom box right there. You see that inside little roller that I was talking about. As the night goes on, it'll get more rutted and it won't be as dominant of a line, and that will force the guys to go to the outside. So remember, keep your eyes open for that as well. They're coming into another section right here, bottom of your screen. You see Jordan Smith, he goes to the inside, Hampshire to the outside.
Thought about it, Jordan got 2 totally different lines and approaches there, and it worked out better for the Monster Energy Yamaha star racing pilot Jordan Smith.
Yeah, excuse me, Hampshire to the inside, Jordan to the outside, but that's what I love about this racetrack, JT.
Well, for RJ Hampshire, it's so important here to make passes because remember, the points won't be handed out till the end of the night. So all these positions will be so critical for that overall finish. As you see, Phil Nicoletti with his DNF in the first race here. But that overall score, that's what's going to matter. So if RJ Hampshire could get up to a second or a third, it still gives him a chance, theoretically, to chase down Levi Kitchen for that overall win.
Oh, what a shame for Nicoletti. Phil was very frustrated after Seattle. He said it was one of the least enjoyable race weekends of his career, and unfortunately it hasn't got any better here tonight. Meanwhile, this battle for second isn't going anywhere, and joining it is Nate Thrasher, third bike in shot. Here comes the star Yamaha rider. Inside is Shimoda on Beaumare, couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, keep your eye on that corner too as they come out of the 180 turn. Some of these guys going double, some riders tripling out of the corner. I think the triple out of the corner is faster than going double, especially initially, but Joe's got to run, trying to get a run, working that inside.
This is going to get crowded very quickly because, look, here comes Jordan Smith. RJ Hampshire won't be that far back, although he is. He looks to be about a second or two behind. This is a log jam for second. Shimoda needs to make a move on Beaumare and clear out, otherwise the Yamaha boys are going to gang up.
Exactly right. Joe needs to make the move. He is faster than Beaumare right now, and he's going to have to push it. He's going to have to be a little aggressive. Doesn't need to make contact, but he needs to get up the inside of one of these 180s. He's been sizing them up on this corner on the bottom of your screen where Kitchen is. He always gets a good run going in that corner, but he just doesn't make it, like right here.
Inside, finally, Joe Shimoda, side by side with the KTM rider. Joe gets it done.
He must be tapped into what I'm saying. That's exactly where I thought he was going to make the move. He's been sizing that up.
Here comes Nate Thrasher, his teammates on his inside. Thrasher, who's now pretty much back to full speed and full fitness, back to his old self after that big and scary crash in Glendale a little while ago. Now Jordan Smith just got by Thrasher. It's happening fast with 3 minutes plus a lap to go.
I mean, you think about Jordan Smith. This guy hit the deck hard last week in Seattle, and here he is marching up through the field, passing these guys. Now, this is, I feel like, in a Triple Crown format because the races are so much shorter. Whoa, here he goes.
Good work. Jordan Smith gets it done. Thrasher gets it done. Here's Hampshire. 3 moves within about 3 seconds, and all of a sudden Juju Beaumare finds himself back in the order. Boy, that happened quick. Will, what you got?
And how will Joe Shimoda handle this? A massive focus for him and the team has been two things: start and early race intensity, and he's just checked both those boxes here in this first Triple Crown race. A great start there, and he's keeping obviously his speed up, but now he's got the intensity of all those guys behind him that you talked about. So a massive test here. The team have told me that you got 3 goes at it tonight, Joe. 3 goes to get those things right. So can it continue?
No, absolutely. Want to say something about RJ Hampshire. He is trying his hardest right here. Absolutely sinning. He's still got some time to go, but it is so important on these Triple Crown races to get off on the right foot. And the better you do in this first race, the better positioning you have, obviously, but it kind of takes the pressure off for the rest of the night. If you have a poor first race, then you're kind of in a situation where you have to make things happen. So these next couple laps are going to be key for RJ Hampshire to try and get by these 2 Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha riders, because it will position him so much better for a good overall finish and a good points night.
Well, Shimoda's already having a great go, but here comes Hampshire on Thrasher.
He's got it.
Rockstar Energy Factory Husqvarna rider, the 24 on the inside. So he's by Nate. No problem. Just over a minute plus a lap to go. Hampshire pushing on. Meanwhile, Kitchen is 6.5 seconds out in front of Shimoda.
A lot like what we saw last week, and that's an incredible lead in a short amount of time, less than 10 minutes. Could you imagine adding another 10 minutes or another 5 minutes to the race? That would be a 12-second lead at least, and the guy is just on rails. But going back to RJ Hampshire, if he's able to get by Jordan Smith, or something happens and he can get third, just that position alone will be huge for the overall.
Let's give a shout out to the 35, Talon Hawkins, who narrowly missed out on transferring based on qualifying time by 3/1000ths of a second. He had to go to the last chance qualifier, and the rider aboard the AEO Power Sports KTM, he sits in 9th. Great work from him. Here's the fight for second. Shimoda, who has never finished better than 5th in a Triple Crown race, he still sits second at the moment.
Yeah, that's hard to believe, but this might be great for RJ Hampshire. Look, it slowed up Jordan Smith a little bit. Now he's lost some ground, and that allowed RJ to catch up. This is going to be a key pass right here for RJ if he is able to get by Jordan Smith.
So, oh!
Down rider.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Inside the final 2 laps. These two guys who sit 3rd and 2nd in the points at the moment, who are doing the chasing on Levi Kitchen, are a long way behind him.
You know, RJ was the fastest guy in qualifying practice earlier today. Oh, Jordan Smith overjumps the combination, but remounts, gets back going.
And what a boost this is.
Yeah.
A continuation of a boost for Levi Kitchen on that Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Dominant performance. First time somebody's done that in 250 competition, by the way, winning more than 20 seconds since Christian Craig did it a couple of years ago. They're on their last lap home now. Kitchen 5 seconds to the good over these guys.
Last lap. Watch RJ. He's going to go for it right here if you have to guess, because, like I said, 3rd place is so much better. Makes a huge difference. He's got to cut up the inside right here.
Here we go. Hampshire tries to make the switch back on Jordan Smith. Smith knew it was going to be a possibility and guarded against it.
Yeah, RJ's been doubling out of that corner majority of the time compared to some of his competition. And unfortunately, when you only double out of that, you lose initially. And I just think being able to triple out of that corner is key for these 250 riders.
Remember, it's a cumulative points deal on the night.
Oh, here we go.
And it's based off how your overall is. It's a win. It's a Triple Crown win in race number 1 for Levi Kitchen. Joe Shimoda 2nd, and Jordan Smith holds off a charging RJ Hampshire for 3rd. So that lowest combined amount of points is going to be the winner. It's Olympics point scoring. And Levi Kitchen does everything he wanted to do, and he continues where he left off from Seattle a week ago. He had to work hard for it at the start and then just said, see ya later. 2nd Triple Crown race win for Levi Kitchen.